Winter is here, and so are the crispy mornings and the decline in grass and other vegetation in small streams, canals and urban water systems. The time of year to fish from the banks is now, and fishing with jerkbaits is my favorite way to fish for pike in these conditions. We all know the Deviator swim, a jerkbait that hit the market about 2 years ago, and we already caught several good fish on it. Now its big brother has arrived, the versatile Deviator Tail. In this video I will explain the different ways to fish the new Deviator Tail, how to fish it, and the differences between the Deviator swim and the tail. And of course, catch a couple of nice urban pike. Let's go! Right. Some flyers and the Deviator Tail. Lock the car. I'm gonna fish it with the grub tail, so I want to have that side-to-side action, using with an SG6. And this is a 120 gram, 2 meter and 38 centimeter casting rods. And the wind is blowing nicely on this spot. Clarity is alright. Yo, that was the foul. Well, the clarity is definitely alright. Fuck. That caught me off guard. Alright, first contact. Yeah, now I got it. Now I got it. Nice. Nice. That is a beautiful little pike. She came for it twice. Alright, I didn't bring any towel, so I'm just gonna... The Deviator Tail comes with a grub tail and a paddle tail, and with the new jaw lock system you can easily swap from one tail to the other. I like to use the paddle tail for a more search bait style of fishing, steady retrieve, fast fishing, while the curly tail or the grub tail allows you to do the traditional jerkbait fishing from left to right, and thus a slower presentation, which in my eyes is really good for these colder conditions. Well, the nice thing about it, if you twitch it a little, it still goes a little bit from side to side, so it is a nice straightforward search bait, but you can play around with it and have some variation in it. Just continue casting it like this. The paddle tail on the Deviator Tail is a great search bait option for a steady retrieve, but I want to have that hang time, the tap left right and then let the bait hang still and wait for the strike. So I switch back towards the tail version, the grub tail, which is easy to replace. Alright, oh, maybe there's another one over there on that side. Again on the long poles. There's all kinds of sediment on the bottom here, as you can see. Last year when we fished it, it was way deeper, but I think the water is getting pushed in like this and then it just heaps up over there. Interesting. As you can see, I'm not even tapping it that much, just with the pace of my reel. If you find the right pace to reel it in, it moves on its own from left to right, side to side. And it's not super cold at the moment, but it is still like, well, the water temperature on the boat was close to 6 degrees, so I would definitely slow it down a little. Look at this one. This is fully intact, so I just dragged it out. Let's see if there's some more in here too. You only usually catch in the other ponds, not in this pond. It's a bit more murky in here as well. First
covering the spots close by before I make a longer cast and stand on the edge. It's a lot more murky in here. Need to give it a couple more casts because it's so murky. If it's clear, I just make 2 or 3 and move on. Make one more in the corner over there. Systematically work my way from there to there. Now I was saying, if you find the right pace, you don't need to tap it like you do it with a normal jerkbait. Just 1/2 turn, 1/2 turn. That's all you need. It depends on the retrieve speed, the gear ratio of your reel that you're fishing. In this case I'm using the SG8. And is it 7.3? Yep, 7.3. If you have a slower gear ratio, then you will probably make a longer turn, but you'll find the speed and the momentum you need. And then it's super easy to fish. Let's see. Sometimes things are a bad idea. Okay. Move out. Look what we have over here. That is a dead cormorant. I'm not gonna touch it. Well, you know what they say. The only good cormorant is a dead cormorant. Oh shit. Now I got a problem. It's a nice streamer. Ah, this was such a bad idea. Ah, fuck's sake. Let's check the first couple of meters before we hit the shore first. Before I spook the fish that are close by. It's not as big as the previous fish, but it is not a pike. Look how pale this one is. Nice. No. Oh. Bye. I think I'm gonna check out something new along the way.
But let's, I'm gonna check out a new spot. I haven't fished that before. See what's gonna happen on that spot.
New spots. Watch the power lines over there. Look at the reeds. It looks so big. Ooh, shit. It looks quite shallow. That's the only thing I don't like about it. A little too shallow. Ooh, that scared the shit out of me. Wow. That's why I brought my pliers. It's gonna flap around all over the place, but seems to be alright. Here you go, buddy. Got the old school Sabs gear pants and I can just put my pliers in here. I must say the Deviator is quite productive. I like the tail version. It runs just a little bit deeper than the original Deviator swim. Allows you to be a bit more versatile. Wacht eens even. Hoi, 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 hoi. Yo! Oh, that was one of the coolest takes. How it nailed it when I made that second cast. I felt that something was coming. Sometimes you have it when you do a cast and you see that there is a fish in the vicinity. I just slowed it down because I thought, you know, maybe something is following it, and it tapped it, but not in the right way. The leader is a little bit too long to make a cast underneath the bridge. Short cast like this before I spook the fish that potentially could be underneath the bridge. Oh, yeah, got it. Wil je hem pakken? Zeker weten? Nee, gaat niet, maar hij heeft wel tanden. Hij heeft wel tanden. Kijk, hij heeft allemaal tanden hier. De enige manier om te pakken
Hier,
is, als je met mijn vingers volgt.
deze.
Deze, nee, wacht. Want hier, kijk, ik zal het uitleggen. Hier zijn allemaal tanden.
Oh,
De enige veilige manier om ze vast te pakken,
ja.
is je vingers hier doen.
Even je vinger nu weghalen, ja?
Ja? Nou, niet te ver. Dus hier tegenaan duwen, aan deze kant. En dan, nee, hier, kom maar.
Ja, deze aan.
Ja, deze, maar gewoon echt, volg mij. Laat mij maar doen. Hier, kijk. Nee, niet te ver.
Oh.
Ja?
Je moet pakken ook.
Ja. Zo is
Pak
goed.
jij ook.
Zo is goed. Ja?
Kijk je, heb je een foto klaar? Mag nog eentje. Ik laat mijn kinderen zien. Ga ik zeggen, ik heb zo'n grote vis gevangen. Dankjewel,
Graag gedaan hoor. Graag gedaan. Gaat hij weer zwemmen? Quick word about the gear that I'm using. I'm using jerkbait 0.33 on a ST8 300 bait caster, but you can do with a T50 as well. Deviator tail with a grub, not the paddle. Oh, and with the tail downwards. If you put it upwards, then it swims deeper or more shallow. I forgot, but yeah, it works really well because this one goes slightly deeper than the Deviator swim. SG6, casting weight up to 120 gram, 2 meter and 38 centimeters, and just your standard fluorocarbon leader. Brim version of the Deviator. Back at it. This one is the horny brim. Well, there's a cormorant over there, which is a good sign. Let's see if there's someone at the bridge.
I must admit, being back in the polders really revitalized that feeling that I had as a kid, fishing from the shores, not knowing what to expect. And yeah, you won't catch a 120, but, well, there's always a possibility, but the chances are slim. The visual strikes in front of your feet make up a hell of a lot. Unfortunately, this bike didn't want to return for a second chance, so we decided to call it quits for today and head back towards the comfort of our car because winter storms are incoming today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like more of this shore fishing content, polder fishing, let me know down below and we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!